Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how easy and fun it is to use the free version of Canva plus their free app called Colorize to turn a vintage black and white photo into a beautifully colorized image. And then we'll take it one step further and we'll also use Canva's filters to customize the color tones so they coordinate perfectly with your designs. So this is one of the techniques that gives you a really satisfying result. It really does look like a hand-coloured vintage photo, which is perfect for journals, printables, digital art and so much more. I'll drop a link below where you can download these images that I used in the tutorial so that you can follow along with me. Okay, so first of all, you'll need to head over to canva.com. There's a link below in the description. And if you don't already have an account, just go ahead and sign up for free. It only takes a minute. So once you're in, create a new blank template. So when you come in, you'll see on the left hand side, you'll see a create button. So just click on create and create a new canvas. It doesn't matter what size. So I'm going to just create a new page here. I'm going to go into my uploads, which are here. And we're going to use this photo this time. I'm going to duplicate her a few times just so I can show you the different things that we can get. Four, five, six. Now with some of your images, sometimes you get a black and white vintage image, just like this one that I did here. And when she came in, she was a sepia tone. She was like this. So she's going to be kind of a sepia tone. So all I did was I went to edit. And then I went into adjust. And I changed her to black and white by taking down the saturation right down here. I took it right down to -100. And then your photo will be completely black and white. So I might do that first with this one just to make sure. I probably should have done it before I duplicated it. So let's just get rid of all of these. So I've taken down the saturation. I mean, it doesn't matter, you don't have to do that. I just want to start off with them completely black and white, okay? So I'm going to duplicate and then I'm going to select them all and duplicate again. Okay, so I've got 6 different photos here. So first of all, we're going to colorize the image. The first one, or actually we'll leave her there so we can see the difference. And then the second one I'm going to colorize. So you would come into apps on the left hand side here. Then we're going to search Colorize. And then it's going to come up. Oh, that didn't work, did it? My keyboard didn't work there. So at the top left hand side we can see Colorize. We don't want Colorify. That's a different one, but we want Colorize. So you select the photo that you want to colorize and just click Colorize and replace. So it's going to do its thing here. It might take a little while depending on the file size. So you just have to be patient, but when it comes back, the result is really, really good. And there we go. So that's the colorized image, and I'm just going to crop it here. Take out those black edges. And I will just zoom in on that for you so you can see. There. And it's done her clothes and everything. So really simple and easy. That's how you colorize a vintage image using the Colorize app. So that's really handy, but we can take it further. We can use Canva's filters to shift the colour tones so that your photo coordinates beautifully with whatever you're designing. Say for example you're creating a journal page with warm browns and soft sepia tones. Then you'd want your colorized photo to match that palette. So that's exactly what filters let you do. So to get started, you want to select your colorized image and then click edit. So I'm actually going to, once again, I want to do this on the colorized image. So I'm going to duplicate the colorized image instead here. And we'll do some different filters on these. Okay, so I'm going to start with this image here. And we're just going to go to edit and filters down here and click see all. So you can just try any one and see how you like it. So we've got Nordic here. You can see it's a little bit different. We have got bronze, and that gives it a beautiful kind of a warm tone. And we have Arctic, which has given it a lot of a cooler tone there. So I might leave that first one on bronze, so you can see the difference there. Let's go to this one and let's try whimsical. It's given it a bit of a softer tone there in whimsical. And we've got Dream, which has given it a really faded kind of a look. So that's that one there. Let's go to the next photo. And I'm going to use Tundra, which is under the cool tones. So you can see the difference here from her original and very cool tones here. Let's do the last one, and I want to use got some Colourpop ones here, and then we've got these sort of duotone ones as well, so you can use those as well if you want to. And you can turn down the intensity. So say I choose that violet one but it's too dark, you can just turn down the intensity but still have that violet glow in your image. Okay, now the other thing we can do is we can come down here and click on sepia. So then she is a sepia image. And I might take that down just a little bit. There. And we've got beautiful sepia image there. So, the real hack here though is the order that you do it. So colorize it first and then apply a filter, because this combination gives you results you can't get any other way. And it's the key to creating that authentic, hand-coloured vintage photo effect. Okay, and that's it. How easy was that? I hope you give this a try on your own vintage photos. My personal favourite, I would say, is this one here. That was Tundra that I tried for this particular photo anyway. And then we had this one that we just colorized, and I think that is beautiful as it is too. If you have any questions at all, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you found this helpful, please make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss our next tutorial. Happy creating, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.